So I've been analyzing Google because they're one of the biggest companies in the world and they're really successful, and I really want to learn what they're doing. So I've been really studying Google's capital allocation, rules, structures, and their ideas. Like, you probably don't know this, but one of their ideas is they have this hot air balloon flying up with satellites that provide people internet on hot air balloon, which is crazy, right? And like, how do they allocate capital to weird projects like that where they don't know will work or not? And that's exactly what we'll be digging in today's video. So let's jump right into it. So let's start with capital allocation. I have a spreadsheet with the company's top 100 projects. This is public for anyone to debate, where projects are prioritized on a scale of 1 to 10. They spend 80% of their time on what produces 80% of their revenue. Here's a better breakdown. We follow this rule, it's like 70-20-10. 70% is dedicated to the core business, 20% is dedicated to emerging. Basically, the team has to build a prototype and convince team members to help them out, and 10% is just on new things. This is a really cool allocation rule. Now, let's go over Google's company rules. 1, they have no plans, which is pretty crazy. Like, have you ever seen a scheduled plan that a team beat? Have you ever seen a team deliver a better product than the plan? Solution is go there and talk to your team members. This is really interesting because I've always been taught, and you've always been taught, to come up with goals, things to reach. But the thing is, when you do that, it caps the upside and the downside is not capped. Whereas if you don't have any plans, the upside is not capped, but so is the downside not capped. So what you should do is maybe create plans where there's a bare minimum people have to reach, but the upside is just not capped at all. Next is, they don't focus on monetization. They focus on making their search engine better. They focus on sharing as much as possible. They focus on growing, which is really important, and that's similar with starting.com. Like, eventually we want it to be free. Right now we're just working on being able to get free users in and people can come and join and provide value. And we're going to be just focused on creating an amazing product and not be focused on monetization for the longest time. Rather than using the internet to lower costs, they use the internet to create better products. Next is specialize. In the late 90s, Google was focused on being great at search. That was the only thing they focused on. Speed, accuracy, ease of use, comprehensiveness, freshness. And last is default to open, not close, because platforms generally scale much quickly when they're open. Meaning, like, for example, Android is an open system whereas Apple OS is a closed system. Next is user freedom. Make it easy for customers to leave. There's literally a team just to make sure customers can leave easier, which is pretty crazy. So if it is easy for customers to leave, you have to work hard to keep them, which is pretty smart. Next thing is, you want to ship and iterate. Create a product, ship it, see how it does, design and implement improvements, and push it out again. Companies like Microsoft love to do this. They love to just push out fast, learn from mistakes, and iterate. The companies that are the fastest at this process will win. So right now I gotta scale out my development team because we're just pushing out things way too slowly. Next is office structure. Create crowded cubicle environments where quiet conversations can be heard. The creativity you get from cramming employees together is combustible. Top priority is keep them crowded. Have crowded group chats on Slack, which is, that's a good tip. Rather than having many tiny small group chats, have them as crowded as possible. This is something that I'm going to get my project manager to do. Now let's go over ideas. If someone thinks there's something wrong with an idea, they must raise it up, or else your ideas will be just subpar. You always want people suggesting ideas. Giving customers what they want is less important than giving what they don't know they want. Henry Ford, if I listened to customers, I would have gone out looking for more faster horses, and he wouldn't have invented the car. Now, if a product plateaus, then it most likely isn't a strong product. This is very, very important. And it's tough to hear because what if you just put in years and years into a product and it just plateaus and doesn't exponentially grow? It's scary. Now, another thing you can do to come up with ideas is go abroad. People come up with great ideas just from talking to foreign taxi drivers. Don't get frozen by inconclusive data. Just do something, even if it's wrong. When you get data that doesn't show you the result, like if you do an A/B test and it's split 50-50, just go with the new one and see what happens. It's better than doing nothing at all. And yeah, these are a lot of amazing ideas and concepts I learned when I was studying Google's company. So hopefully you guys just get all the golden nuggets that I distilled this down to. As always, these slides completely for free. Get them in the resources in the description below. They're completely for free. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, let's go ahead and announce last week's winners for $1,000 worth of courses. It's one course of me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. On that, hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.